what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today we are just playing and having a normal day. It is already like 2 o'clock and we've done so much stuff. I have worked a lot, everything like that. So now we are just playing on the ground for quiet time, huh? And last week I did not post because it was just not a good time. We were super busy and I just didn't really feel like it was necessary. So I just didn't. This week, however, I am going to be recording. It might be a really short video. It might not. I don't know. So we're just gonna see. And you guys can just come along with us. It is my husband's birthday today. His last vlog where I shared his birthday was, geez, probably like 2 years ago, and we were a totally different house, totally different everything. So I will link that video. You guys can go ahead and watch it. It's old. It's before we even had Jace, I think. So there's that. But today, we're just gonna be hanging out. It is storming outside, so we cannot go outside to go play. We played up until it started raining and storming, and then we came inside because it was necessary. I already talked to all of my clients today. I've already talked to and did almost all of my work. Some music? Okay. Thank you. I do see the speaker. What? Does it need to be charged? You think? It might need to. It probably does. Let's go. You want to go get the charger?
Yes. But wait,
here it is. But I've already done all my client stuff. I've already done all of my work. I do have personal. There it is. What do you think? Here you go. I've already done all of my, I just have personal calls to do basically, not necessarily work stuff. So I need to do, it's very important calls, so it's not like I can ignore them. So I am going to go ahead and do 2 personal calls during quiet time. And then probably start prepping some dinner for my husband and start doing some clothes. I still need to fold the clothes and do all that kind of stuff, but the fact that I'm done with all of my work by 2 o'clock is awesome. So we are going to go ahead and get started with some quiet time here in just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna do that phone call, get things switched over that I need to get switched over for work. Thing is, I work from home now, but I work for like the same sort of company, so I just need to transfer a lot of the stuff over, and this is the last thing that I've been needing to switch over that I just have been avoiding. So now I just need to do it, but we're gonna do that, and I hope that I don't run out of electricity while that's happening. But that's the plan, guys. And then we're just gonna celebrate my husband's birthday, which I'm so excited about. So I figured we would do a cook and clean with me for his birthday and preparing for that. We already celebrated it yesterday, but his parents are coming over today. My parents might come over today to celebrate with him. So I'm just gonna be doing like a normal little spread. We're having salad, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli, as well as a pork tenderloin. So I think that that'll be really nice. So yeah, and then, oh, yellow rice. So we might skip out on a veggie since we already have a salad. Or we might not have salad, we might just have like potatoes, not potatoes, broccoli, yellow rice, and a pork loin. I'm thinking. I don't know, I'll figure it out. And you guys are gonna come along with while I do that. So that's all we have for today. I also want to share with you this really cool pen I have. It's not sponsored on here, but it is sponsored on Instagram. So I'm going to show you that product because it's really awesome, and I'm going to put the link in the description box below. But I guess that's it. My son and I also did end up making like some confetti and balloons. Are you okay?
no, I don't.
You're not okay? What's wrong? Are you tired? You want to lay down on the couch?
Yes.
Okay. So basically we made cute little balloons and stuff like that. Since we don't have balloons, we made balloons out of construction paper. Do you want me to turn the lights off?
No.
Okay, do you want a blanket? Okay. So we did that, and then I have all of his cards at the end of the table from all family and friends who sent in their mail, and then the ones that we made homemade are all together in the same thing. It's really cute. And then we put like confetti over the whole entire table. And we did that this morning, and it's just been really, 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 really sweet. And it is getting so dark outside. Watch, look how dark that is. It is storming, like storming. And this lovely friend came because I'm about to start my period for the month, which is not fun. But I always get at least one. At least one. So there's that. He's gonna watch some Blippi and hang out and do quiet time. I have to do that phone call that I've been putting off for like months. But it's because I still have till next month to get it done, so I just keep putting it off because I know I still have more time, because it's something that I just don't want to do. So we will see. But yeah, it does not look nearly as bad as what it actually looks like on camera, but it is nasty out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. Let's do the phone call that I don't want to do. These are the little balloons that we made. My son actually made that. He did a really good job. He is like just naturally talented. And then here's the other ones. And then the little confetti, and then my laptop because I was working during lunch. And look at all of that cute little stuff. So I always find it so sweet whenever you can do something like that, make it just sweet and cozy and homey. Speaking of cozy, I do have a lamp on. It's just because it's stormy outside, and it makes it just more fun and more cozy. Alright, I wanted to say thank you so much, Zach, for sponsoring this portion of the video. This pin I have used seriously every day. If you want to know more about this, I'm going to link it in the description box below. I also will be doing a sponsored post with them on Instagram. So if you want the link there too, please make sure you follow me at Honestly Homemaking on Instagram. But this pin has a charger like that, and it is magnetic with the pin, and that's how it charges. It does not come with like a little charging plug-in port, but it comes with the charger. So it's incredible. I use it every single day for work. I write a lot of things. I sign a lot of things. I sign off on a lot of paperwork, and all of this can be done using this pen, and I use it every day for meetings, things like that. And it honestly just helps a lot with even just normal day-to-day work stuff for me, and PowerPoints, presentations, and being able to slide through them while keeping a good pace on the presentation. So this is really good, and I highly recommend. I'm going to leave it in the description box below. Alright, now we're on to some baking. This is my normal bread recipe. This is kind of like a hybrid recipe that I've been making recently, which is basically just sourdough, like normal sourdough bread, 2 cups flour, all-purpose flour, 2 cups of bread flour. I think it's like a tablespoon of salt, maybe. I don't know. I should probably just stop talking, but basically the point is it's my normal bread recipe, but instead of just adding sourdough and letting it ferment overnight, I use yeast with it, because of the fact that it seriously just takes too long for me to be able to have the bread rise really well. And so I just kind of, if it's for something like dinner time or dinner bread that goes with our meal, I'm not going to be able to have enough time to overnight
and let it rise and stuff like that. So I do a mixture of both since we're still getting the benefits of a sourdough bread, but we're also getting the benefit of the yeast because none of us are super celiac. Like I can handle some, but since adding the yeast back into the bread and using a lot of sourdough starter in it, I haven't had an issue. So I don't know if the sourdough starter is helping me digest it just the same as how I would with the normal regular sourdough bread that I used to make, or I don't really know. But it's helped a lot and it's been really simple and it hasn't added a lot more to my plate as far as like making dinner. It's done really well and it's been kind of warm here. So the bread has proved really well and I really appreciate the summer for that, or the spring summer for that. So that's kind of what I'm making here. Again, it's super easy. So if you have never really, if you ever watched that show, it's Semi Homemade, it's on Food Network, or was. I don't know if it still is. I haven't looked at Food Network in a long time. But growing up, I used to watch the show Semi Homemade, and she would take like box mixes and stuff like that and use that as like the base, and then she would add on like a bunch of different homemade portions of it because it wasn't fully homemade, but it was something that was like semi homemade. That's kind of how I live my life still. I pretty much love the fact that I don't have to wait so long for this bread to rise, but I'm still getting the benefits of sourdough. I basically use sourdough in almost all of our recipes that are baked items, even pancakes, things like that. And I use a normal pancake mix and I add sourdough to it because I'm still getting it. I use it kind of like a superfood in my house. And I also use it in tortillas and things like that. I make all of our stuff, but sometimes I just don't have the time to actually like have the time to be able to do it. So I just use it like a semi-homemade version and it seems to do really well with us still. So now I'm just feeding my starter. I usually just use, I don't know, a third cup of water, a third cup of flour, and I mix it up. Usually I just kind of see the texture now. I used to just do exactly 2 parts flour to 1 part water, and I was very strict on that while I was making my starter. But now that my starter's been alive for at least like a year and a half now, I haven't really needed or have found the reason to be really specific with it. And those bubbles right there mean that it's been fed and that it's eating. And so it still is very much so vibrant and happy. I just fed it just then and it's already making bubbles. And I like to kind of keep it more of a pancake texture. Um, I know a lot of people like it a little bit harder than that, like a little thicker, but I don't. I like it more of a pancake texture. So that's kind of what I have there. And then speaking of pancakes, I know the lid, the way I did pancakes, I get it, but I ran out of room. I like to keep this on hand in the pantry, and basically all it is just already a mix. It's kind of like a box mix basically, but I make it myself, so that way I can have it on hand similar to a box mix without having to spend money on a box mix of pancakes. But anyways, that's kind of what I do there. And then this right here is just me filling up a little tub of water, soap water for Jace to play with. He likes to do this while I cook dinner. And since we were going to have company, I wanted to make sure I could clean and have dinner ready and all of that kind of stuff. So I just kind of gave him something to occupy himself since he's really good at that and he really is awful at watching TV. So this is what I did there. And then for dinner, I decided to make him some Brussels sprouts the way he likes it, with some yellow rice, which he also loves, and tenderloin. This is something that he just really loves to have. And so that's what I made for him on this day for his birthday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!